Hey. All right, so I had said on one of my last videos that I was going to be going. I think it was the next day. I don't remember. I think it was yesterday that I said it. My that money that I was supposed to be getting in the mail, it hasn't came yet, but I did get some more cash, and I'm just waiting on one of my friends to get here, and I guess that's not gonna let me do it. There we go. I'm just waiting on one of my friends to get here, and when he comes, I'm gonna go get this money real quick, and then we're gonna drive to the south side on Southeast Street to Artistic Skin Design. It's gonna cost me $50 to get my septum piercing, but Artistic Skin Design is like top of the line on anything, and that's the only thing that I'll do when it comes to my body. Period, is top of the line, either tattoo wise, piercing wise, anything wise. I'm not taking any chances. I'm an amateur. I'm somebody that screws up, or I need professionals, and they're all certified professionals, and they're sanitary. You know what I mean? They're good at what they include the jewelry with the piercing. I think that's why it's 50 instead of 40, because they include the jewelry with it, and which I'm only getting something standard. I'm getting a 16. They said you can decide between a 16 and 14 gauge. I think I'm going to go with the 16, but I want to see how much slightly bigger the 14 gauge is in contrast to the 16. I do know, especially with the job offer that I just got. Yeah, I didn't say nothing about that. Everyone, if you're on my Facebook at all, you know that I'm a housekeeping, maintenance, janitor, whatever you want to call it, at Circle Center Mall. Okay, and it's good money. Don't get me wrong. But since I work there, and while I was there today, doing the front inside lobby of Panera Bread, there's a certain guy that walks by almost every time I'm there. Real tall, completely bald, and I see him all the time. Well, come to find out, the reason I see him all the time is because his office is right at the bottom of the stairs, and there's a door like right there. So I've been wanting to try to, tax time's coming up and all this type of stuff, and I want to move, but I'm gonna need a little bit more than just my tax check. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and get another second job. I had a second job at Basbo's Pizza, but they started slowing down, and it was honestly just a waste of time. And with my kids coming down on the weekends, I couldn't have that job. So what I need now is a job that's Monday through Thursday, evening shift, or lunch shift, one of the two. I'd do either one. Honestly, if I could do a lunch shift afterwards, that'd be great. And I know a couple of places that do it. But what I was saying was, the guy at Tony's, the bald dude, he was walking through, and my boss had just called me down on the walkie-talkie and called my number. This is 401 and 401 to 436. I'm 436. My number never gets called, because the only thing that I do there is the entryways at the mall, and there's never like really a spill or some type of crap like that goes down. So I asked him. He was walking by me when I was in Panera Bread and I was vacuuming the carpet, and just on a whim, out of the blue, because I saw one day that he was coming out of Tony's a couple of times actually. Well, this time I asked him, he waved to me hi. He does every day. We see each other in the same spot every day. So I said hi, but I decided to take it a little step further. All right. So I'm trying to get back into a server position, and they're hiring for servers at Tony's Seafood and Steakhouse downtown. Premier, 5-star restaurant. They're going to hire me. He told me they will hire me on as a server, but I have to do at least 1 month flawless of essay training there, which is usually standard for a fine dining place. If you haven't, even if you have served, if you haven't done it in a while, or if you haven't served at this company's restaurant and you know their criteria, they're going to want to train you a little bit so you're more homebody when it comes to interacting with the type of customers that come into the restaurant. And that's fine. You know what I mean? It's just, the only thing that's ever gotten me about that, there's been a couple of restaurants that have said that they were going to do that, but I was such a good busser that they either kept me on as a busser or they offered to give me more money as a busser. No. Even the more money that they offered as a busser, you would still make more at the end of the night as a fucking server, dude. You know what I mean? So I'm done with I'm serving. You know what I mean? If my ex can get a motherfucking serving job at fucking a barbecue joint out in the middle of fucking, I know I can get a fucking serving job downtown. I just never actually applied for that position. I just always said something about it, but I didn't apply for it. This I'm applying for, and he told me to apply for it. It's going to be standard that they start me off as a busser anyways, but it will be working up to be a server at this place. Because you make bank. Dude, you make bank at this place. I'm telling you. It's like, it's up there with Ruth Chris Steakhouse, Hyde Park Prime, like Prime 47. I'm really, really happy that I'm about to be able to get this job during the day throughout the week, because I'm going to have so much more money. And I cannot wait, because I'm about to trade my truck in, dude. And I'm only going to get another truck. I'm never going to get a car. It's always going to be a truck. Unless it was like a Mustang convertible. I like Mustangs. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, I don't know exactly what type of truck I'm gonna get, because like mine is basically like a XLT like S10 version. It's not necessarily as small as an S10 because the back bed is a little bit wider, like around the tires and stuff like that. So I think that's where the initials of XLT or shit like that come in. I don't know. I don't know too much about cars, but I do know that this is what I'm about to go do. And I've been wanting to get it done for I don't know how many fucking years. And I was never able to. But I am now. Thank fucking God. Get that done. And when I get paid. Oh yeah, that's another thing. My friend Courtney, the one that's picking me up to go get this done. I had called him. And he works at a restaurant somewhere. I'm not sure where it's at. But he was like, his boss needed a couple of people for Christmas Eve to come and work that night on Christmas Eve. And whoever would come, number one, he pays $12 an hour. $12 an hour. And at the end of the night, whoever Courtney found to work, he's giving them all that cash in cash. I need that cash. All right. I do work that day in the morning at 11. It's just going to be an all day working day. Fuck it. I need that cash. And I'm going to get that cash from 1 o'clock until 10. And it'll end up probably being later than that, because way back in the day, before I got into busing or anything like that in the fine dining, when I did very first start in the fine dining or at nursing homes that I was working at, I was on the dish tank, and I've seen so many different versions of them. So I'm not necessarily worried about not knowing what to do. I think it's the placements of the dishes, because it's a restaurant back of the house that I've never been in. That's the only thing I need to remotely worry about. So, I'm going to go there Monday. He convinced me after he said, all straight in cash at the end of the night. I'm like, fuck it, dude. Fuck it, man. Yeah, I'm going to be there. And it's a new experience, and I'm open to new experiences. I mean, who knows, dude? I don't know how much like what they start off as. When this boss meets me and he gets, first impressions are everything. So when he sees me and we get to rapping a tad and I let him know that I've been in like the fine dining industry and any of that other type of stuff, I guarantee he gets impressed and he'll probably end up saying something at the end of the night. If not, then he really was just strictly looking for Christmas Eve because they were going to be that busy. Either way it goes, it's fine. I'm about to have 2 jobs anyways. The first job I got is it pays the bills. I get 43 hours a week, $10 an hour at the moment, until I get a raise and it'll be $12 an hour. But that's after, I think, 180 days, not even 90 days, 180, 6 months. I guess people don't last there that fucking long because they don't like the work. It's easy as fuck. I don't see how not. I get to leave early if I need to. Or, like, job's damn near perfect, dude. It's a nest egg planning type job. That's what I would consider it. But I'm not going to be leaving there for a minute. We just actually had at the mall, and it was a requirement for our bosses to tell us, a huge office Christmas party for all the Simon employees. Circle Center Mall and like Lafayette Square, they're all owned by Simon, which is, corporate company. And the thing that was so different though about this party was the catering and the events that were in it and how big it was going to be. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't get to do a whole lot of social stuff, but I don't really care to at the same time. I have my priorities straight, and if I'm not working at my job or working at home, fixing it up, cleaning, do whatever it is, then I'm going to rest. I'm so fucking worn out, or I'm going to rest. Okay? All right. So, yeah, this was just a short stream that I wanted to do real quick. Like I said, predicating up to this piercing I'm about to go get. I know it's going to hurt, but if I can take my tongue being pierced and swollen for 2 weeks when I was 16 years old, there's a whole lot more pain that I've had to deal with since then. This is cartilage right here. You know what I mean? I've had my ears pierced, my industrial before, and that's cartilage up there. And it hurt a little bit more than, down here because it's so thick. I'm just hoping that the pain that maybe I remember from back then, maybe, is about equivalent to this. I don't give a damn. Like, honestly, I can take any type of fucking pain, bro. So I'm gonna go there and get my septum pierced here in a bit. If they got Wi-Fi there, or if Courtney, my friend, has Wi-Fi, I'm gonna hook it up to it, and I'm gonna have him live stream the whole event. I can't necessarily narrate it, so I'll be moving my jaw while they're trying to, pierce. So, but as soon as they do it, he'll get every reaction in my face. So don't worry, I'm gonna make it funny. Once it gets done, though, and I leave and I get back home, I'm going to do an actual, not just long stream, but a pretty long stream that I'm going to do, because once we get back home, I'm just going to chill. I'll probably get me something to eat before we get here and get a little smoke juke. I'm not sure, though. I'm pretty sure that's the plan that I'll end up going with, though. So, right on. I just wanted to till the day since the last stream that I did about my piercings. So thank you. And this is Kevo McCombs. I'm signing out. Peace.